What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Tuesday Night featuring Fortnite, presented by Fanatics. For those of you that are just joining us, we have ourselves a delightful opportunity every week where you have some of the best NFL players, some of the best and most entertaining Fortnite streamers, and we're bringing it to your viewing pleasure. Hello and welcome. My name is Jump. I'm joined here by none other than Jamerson. It's week number 3, sir. How you feeling?
You know, the time is just flying by, and there's so many changes coming into the game. So it's been great being able to keep up with all of our players and all the state of the game, basically, by doing this show every week.
Yeah, it's been a delightful experience to kind of just see that interaction and that crossover between kind of the gaming esports realm, as well as Fortnite and everything that we love about Fortnite.
Yeah.
But with that being said, let's go ahead and give you guys a little bit more of a breakdown of what we have here at Tuesday Night Fortnite. We've got everything that is all about you at home. There's a new challenge that we have voting for each and every 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 25. So they're going to be playing 85 minutes, or no, sorry, 15.
15.
So 75 minutes total. There's an extension below your screen where you can get a vote in on those challenges. And we're pairing up one of the NFL players with one of the Fortnite streamers and giving them an opportunity to battle things out for points.
Yeah, exactly. It is a race against the clock, like you had mentioned. 75 minutes. By getting a victory royale, you get 150 points under your belts. And of course, if you finish within the top 5, you get some points. But it's the eliminations that really do start adding up. 15 points per elimination.
15 points is a lot of eliminations, but there's also 100 points for the objectives that you get to get off. Now, those objectives, as we mentioned, are in 3 separate rounds, 3 objectives that you at home get to vote on. That extension for the first objective is live right now, so please make sure you get everything in so we can find out. I know the new Quad Crasher is up and available in the game.
Crasher.
There's a couple new bush tactics that you guys can get yourself involved in. So make sure you guys vote. That will be closing very shortly, and we will have that. But now let's go ahead and talk about the schedule. Like what we've mentioned, we have teams from the teams that will be playing in the following week's Thursday Night Football match. So last week we had the Arizona Cardinals versus the Denver Broncos, and now this week it's the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans.
Yeah, the Houston Texans. And like we had mentioned, as we are streamed here on Twitch, you can also catch the Thursday Night Football games on Amazon and on Twitch.
It is. And of course, you know, while they're playing for glory and the standings in the NFL, we have some great incentives that we can go into a little bit later. But, you know, these players are playing for charities of their choice. And it's a delightful opportunity for them to, you know, have these opportunities to kind of have that friendly competition. And maybe even, as we saw last week, a foreshadowing of what's to come.
Exactly, because last week we finally had, of course, that Philadelphia matchup where they took the Jay Ajayi in the first week with his partner Skeptic, took the victory up against his opponent, Evan Engram, and they also just defeated them last Thursday.
They do. And then this Thursday, now you get to see the Arizona Cardinals and the Denver Broncos play, and we get to see whether or not it's going to be Mr. Butt or Mr. Jordan, or Justin, sorry, which one of them is going to end up walking away with it. And in just a second, we'll introduce you guys to this week's teams. But in the meanwhile, while we wait and get that one set up, there's constantly changes that are happening in Fortnite. And, you know, the Quad Crasher, as we've alluded to, and we're going to talk about a lot today. Sorry, it's happening.
It's happening.
It's fun to watch the meta currently evolve, especially with the way the floating island has started kind of creating these opportunities for players in Season 6.
No, that's a great thing, right? We wake up in the morning, we're like, hey, we get to put on a show of Tuesday Night Fortnite. Oh, wait, something changed overnight, because that's whenever they do the new updates every Monday evening or, well, Tuesday early morning. And so we get to wake up to new content, and we get to see it fresh here on the show.
Exactly. Well, if you want to talk about fresh things, you got to talk about the 2 teams that are going to be playing today. Our first team is going to be Minkah Fitzpatrick of the Miami Dolphins coming up with FireDragon. How's it going, guys?
What's going on?
How you doing? How you doing?
How are y'all? How's the delightful Tuesday afternoon going for everybody?
Listen, I woke up, went to the mall, bought a Dolphins hat. We're on stream right now. The morale is high. I'm calling the shots. I'm ready.
That's awesome, Fire. All right, so Minka, we got to know. We always ask this question, but do you find yourself playing Fortnite often?
I play every once in a while. You know, me and a couple of my boys from back at home or from Alabama. I will just hop on, get on for a little bit, but you know, I got a job that takes up a lot of my time. So
He knows his coach is listening. That's
Yeah.
the answer that he knows the coaching staff is listening to.
My number one priority.
Defensive coordinators in his ear going, you better say that you go to practice every day. But talk to me a little bit about that. You find yourself, in the NFL now playing for the Miami Dolphins, a graduate of the University of Alabama. What's been that experience like now going from Alabama and kind of the NCAA and transitioning that now to the NFL and kind of professional football play?
I mean, it's been awesome, man. You know, it's been a dream of mine. You know, just being able to be a part of the NFL, it's just awesome. And then just seeing like where me and my family are today, it's just awesome. Just being able to just be a part of it and have this opportunity and you know do stuff like this. You know, I never would have thought when I was 14, 15 years old that I'll be doing stuff like this, raising money for certain charities by playing video games. So, no,
That's awesome.
It's awesome.
I mean, that's a really cool
awesome.
part because I believe you did forego your eligibility in the NCAA to actually compete in the NFL. You got drafted in the first round pick. So you got to tell us a little bit about that because this is your first rookie year. How has it been actually transitioning into the NFL?
It's been good. I mean, obviously there's been challenges, and I've had my fair share of mistakes and everything like that. But you know, I got a lot of people on the team, and the coaches help me out. But you know, it's been a whole lot of fun. You know, it's been everything that I thought it would be, and even more. So you know, I'm just really excited about the future, and you know, the team's doing really well right now, and I'm just having a whole lot of fun with it.
Awesome. Well, now we've got to flip it over to you, FireDragon. You know, just like we heard from Mr. Fitzpatrick about the delight of raising money for charity and playing video games in that aspect.
Oh, yeah.
What's it like for you now? Not only getting to do what you love in video games, but getting to do that alongside an NFL player.
Dude, you're such a nice guy, Fitzmagic. But it's amazing though. Like something like similar to how like growing up. Always been like a gamer, and it's something that you really never thought would even be a job, right? Like I grow up, play video games. My parents, I got to do my homework first, then I can hop on, play some games and whatnot. But then it turned into something I never thought it would turn into, and it's always been the dream of that. And then to combine something that you really love to do, that you're passionate for, but then also at the same time to do something good with it, I feel like nothing really beats that at all. Nothing.
Yep. And you also are now a Miami Dolphins fan. So there you go. You get yourself an added team to root for. Well, gentlemen, thank you guys so much. We will check back in with you guys a little bit later in the broadcast. But good luck on the field, and hopefully you guys get you some eliminations and possibly some of those victory royales.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
The sincerity of that was just unbelievable. That I think is kind of one of the purest examples and just exemplification of what we're trying to do with this broadcast, what we're trying to do with the crossover, and being able to kind of bring everybody together over the common umbrella of a video game and doing it for a good cause.
Yeah, it's great.
Definitely helps when everybody else is on board.
It's fantastic, right? Because now we've got the power of video game and sports on our side, so nothing can defeat us. It's amazing. We're going to be able to, raise a lot of money for charity and stuff like that, and that's something that gamers have done for a long time.
Yeah.
That's something that athletes have done for a long time, and now bringing it together and tying them together, creating a different kind of community in that sense it's an amazing achievement.
Yep. Well, all right. Now the heartfelt sentiments of team number 1 is concluded. Let's go ahead and talk on to team number 2. We've got Will Fuller of the Houston Texans and GubbaTV, or Gabby Gubba. How you guys doing today?
Good. How are you doing?
Great.
Doing great.
It's another sunny day in Los Angeles, as is every day in Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's a little bit windy, so I got to throw on my sweater. It feels fantastic.
Got to wear a sweater.
But no. This is our interview of you, by the way. So I got to ask. All right, Gubba, you've got I want to say unorthodox stream, a much different stream than most other people on Twitch. Now, which Gubba are we going to be seeing today?
You'll be seeing me, Gubba. You might see a little bit of Gubba Librarian. She might want to step on for a bit, but
now, do you have the skin to match the Librarian Gubba by chance?
Yeah, I do right here. Librarian Gubba. Right here, even right here, it says Librarian Gubba if you zoom in far enough.
Oh, you're right.
And it's got the glasses and everything, got the hair.
It's perfect. It's pretty fun.
So if she comes to play, that's the skin you'll be seeing.
All right. Well, Will, now you know what you have to look forward to for the next hour and a half. Whether to applaud or apologize, I don't know which one to do quite yet. But
we'll find out in 75
We will
minutes.
find out indeed. But let's talk to you a little bit. You come from Notre Dame. You're now playing for the Houston Texans, and you're getting an opportunity to now come on to the video game side of things and play games for charity and hang out with all of us. What are you thinking about it?
It's pretty cool. I've been playing games, my whole life. So, just to see how Twitch is blowing up and all these opportunities we have, just from the gaming side of things, I think it's pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to playing this game tonight.
Nice. All right. So you mentioned, you've had to have grown up with Twitch and you understand how the entire system works. So what are some of your favorite streamers and some of your favorite games to play?
My favorite game to play right now is probably 2K. I'm a big NBA 2K player, so I've been playing that instead of Fortnite. So hopefully I can knock some of this rust off pretty quick. But I mean, I like a lot of streamers. Specifically Fortnite. I would say Tifu, one of my favorite streamers.
All right,
Gotta love Tifu.
Now I gotta go with Gubba. She probably gonna be my favorite after today.
There we go.
After we get this win, so
all right. Well, we
should be good.
We have to ask you guys. We ask it to pretty much everybody. I actually forgot to ask it to the last group, so we'll have to check in with them a little bit later. But clearly, on our end, we have Team 1, Team 2. But you guys seem to be a little bit more creative than that. So have you guys, by chance, had an opportunity to come up with a team name? What you guys want to call yourselves?
Yeah, we have. You want to do the honor wheel?
Yeah, you can take the honor. You came up with it, so.
The 200 IQ team.
All
Taking
right.
it.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
200
And
IQ.
I feel like we should be Team 1 too, not Team 2.
Agreed.
Oh, all right. Well,
If we-
200
any way we
IQ
can
team.
switch that up.
/honorable team 1.
Yeah,
There we go.
we're gonna mark that
Honorary
one down.
Team 1.
We'll make sure to remember that. But guys, thank you so much. We'll check in with you later on in the broadcast. Good luck to you guys out there, and hopefully you guys can get yourselves some victory royales.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we go from heartfelt sentiments to 200 IQ. We want to be Team 1.
We going trash.
It is confidence. I like it. I love it. And again, like, it's cool to see kind of what when you asked Fuller his experience in Twitch, his experience in gaming.
Yeah.
There's a lot of kind of misconception in the sense of like there's this very like definitive barrier between kind of sports and gaming and just the non-conventional or the conventional world versus like the gaming world. But there's so much more crossover than people I think kind of realize. And seeing someone that full-time NFL player still, kicks back on his couch and watches somebody like Tifu play.
Well, I keep forgetting, right? Because I'm a little bit more old world gaming. I'm sorry. I may look a little bit younger, but I'm pushing the wrong side of 30 now.
in between broadcasts, we actually have an oxygen mask in the back. He kind of like brings it on and catches his breath again before we actually get.
I need it. But back in the day, there was a distinct separation between gamers and the jocks and the athletes. But now that distinction is basically gone. It's basically gone. So it warms my heart to be able to see that because now I know like it's a lot more accepted now. It's fantastic.
All right. Well, like we said, we had the voting open for the first round of objectives. That is officially closed. And the winning objective is run into someone with a shopping cart.
Okay.
So whether that be two people each with one shopping cart or one just, two people on the shopping cart and going, whatever that may be, that's the objective, and it's 100 points, which is a lot more than what you might actually think of, considering that they only have 75 minutes of competition, which, if you last a long time, isn't that many games.
It isn't that many games, and I mean, honestly, I think it's an easy one because every time I go to, my local market, someone's hitting me with a shopping cart, so it's not that hard, right?
I don't want to know what shopping mall you actually go to.
No, it's any Asian market. Go to 99 Ranch, go to H Mart. Trust me, it's gonna happen. Someone's gonna run into you.
Okay. All right. Well, in the meanwhile, let's talk about predictions. Who do you feel is coming out on top after those interviews?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go with Gubba along with Will, because Will they already had the fire, right? They're like, oh yeah, we're team number 1. We should be team number 1.
I am going to disagree.
Oh.
I'm going to go with the Minkah Dragons, as FireDragon so eloquently dubbed in the world. And I feel that sometimes, the power of friendship just overcomes all. And I feel that they have this just kind of bond of friendship, and that's what they're going to need to win.
Yeah, the power of anime and friendship.
The power. I didn't say anime. Don't you start going down that direction.
That's right. I'm putting words in your mouth. I'm sorry.
The power of friendship.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, of course, we've talked a lot about everything with Tuesday Night Fortnite. We've talked about the NFL players. We've talked about the streamers. But we, of course, have to make sure that we recognize Fanatics, who has helped making all of this possible. Let's go ahead and check in a little bit with them and show you guys what they're all about.
Sports fans are gearing up at Fanatics.com, the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear. From all the leagues, teams, and players you love. Shop now and get 20% off with promo code TRIPLE. Fanatics.com, officially licensed everything.
There's no other better way to put it. All licensed everything. Official, whether it be whatever sport you follow, whatever group, whatever team, Fanatics has it all. make sure you guys head over there and check them out. And what else have they been able to do for us? They're helping make this entire event seem so much better because they're doing it for charity.
Yeah.
Over the course of the series, Tuesday Night Fortnite will be donating to selected charities of the winning player. So they'll get an opportunity with each week's matchup. Whoever wins, they'll be able to decide which charity that it is. And of course, you know, these donations are all made possible by Fanatics. And so thank you guys for that. And make sure you guys give them a nice little shout out. To give you guys some context on what's happened in the first 2 weeks, we had some interesting things with Mr. Jay Ajayi.
Yeah, so yeah, Jay Ajayi won the first week with his partner Skeptic, and their contribution is going to be going towards the Jay Ajayi Foundation. Now, this foundation focuses on at-risk communities, aligning resources to serve the direct needs of the people. Their mission, is to inspire, empower, and affect change for the better amongst all that they're able to reach. So,
and week number 2, we had Justin Pui. He was able to win the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Now, he is from Holland, Pennsylvania. His sister works at the hospital, and so, he finds himself close to home, and that definitely speaks to it when you can have yourself to a charity that you really care about. And I think that's kind of what helps set this apart. This isn't one specific charity that everything's going to. Each of the winners actually get to decide that on their own, which I think definitely speaks to it as well and helps gives it a nice little personalized touch.
Yeah, I mean, we heard Fitzpatrick earlier on where he said, hey, my life's changed. I've been able to change the lives of people around me, my community, and stuff like that. And this is what we're talking about. These players, these athletes, they come up with these foundations where they try to help out others. Now we are loaded up into the game. Here we go, week number 3 of Tuesday Night Fortnite.
Yeah, you've got the Minkah Dragons that you have on Team 1, and then you have a 200 IQ team. They had to add team at the end to it.
Yeah.
So they're not 200 IQ, they're 200 IQ team to make sure that they let you guys know. Now, remember, the first objective is live. Run into an enemy or run into someone. I don't know if it's specifically an enemy or if
it said someone.
It said someone,
yeah.
So not necessarily have to be themselves an enemy. Now, there are plenty of shopping carts around the entirety of the map. Almost every named location, if I'm not mistaken, actually has a shopping cart spawn. So it's essentially just, pick and place where you want to go and then have at it.
If you want a higher likelihood, you could always drop onto Shopping Cart Hill.
It
right?
is.
So there's that. But instead, it looks like we do have a salty drop coming out from the 200 IQ team. And so they might be chasing after the eliminations. Remember, 15 points for every single elimination. They did have, it looked like, some teams following. Already, you see Will backing off towards Gubba right now, but he's building behind him, so there has to be someone there. Let's listen in on them. Is that you?
Yeah, I knocked someone. He stinked in here, so he's knocked downstairs.
I'm gonna go. Did he have a gun? I got a silence system, dude.
Oh! Nice. Oh, somebody on you?
Yep.
Coming. I got him. We're good.
Alright, good. Need some heals. I did not.
Oh,
I gotta turn my mic.
Oh, here.
How do you
Here you
how do
go.
you turn the mic up?
Let's see.
Oh, my game volume.
On Discord, you want turned up?
Just the game volume.
Oh, go into settings. And then click on the little microphone. And then you can turn up the sound effects volume, which is like stairs and everything.
Alright, I'll turn it all the way up.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Hold on, I gotta apply it.
All right, well, already from the bat, you're seeing Gubba, show out for her team. It's always good when you can get yourself a great tactical 130 headshot to the dome on your first kill of the battle here.
Yeah, I liked how at that point Fuller was kind of just like the distraction, right? He goes in for the thirst. All he has is a pickaxe, but his opponent's teammate tries to help him out, and so he runs in there. He's distraction. Gubba comes in from behind and takes him out.
And can we just talk about Gubba's hat right now?
Yeah.
The fact that she has the Pee Wee Herman kind of like spinner. Did you have a hat?
But the thing is,
did you have one of those as a kid?
It's multicolored, right?
It is.
It's got a green part to it.
Yeah.
It's not too much 200 IQ at that point, though. She's setting right in front.
Maybe that's the play. Maybe that's the 300 IQ.
Oh.
You see me, but you don't see me. As it looks like now, Gubba and her teammate are trying to get themselves another extra kill. She's going to try to get in, but fortunately for this enemy there, it looks like he's able to try to get himself enough quick at it, but his teammate pulls through. There it is. Will Fuller is helping his team out. That's another 15 points for them. They've already got themselves tied now with Fitzpatrick and FireDragon at 30 points apiece.
They should be at 45. That was the third one coming in, but we'll see. It'll update eventually, but now they are trying to finish off this remaining person. Shockwave grenade was used. They've got the down. There's a third. They finish him off. Oh!
Oh, he's got the double barrel shotgun too, so it's going to be important for him to hit it, and he does! And that's going to be 2 more kills going into the hands. So you said it, you called it. They were trying to get themselves some kills in Salty Springs, and they walk away with quite a few.
Yeah, this is going to be a good rotation for them too, which they need to start making their moves soon. In about another minute and 15 seconds, the circle is going to close in on them. But of course, we all know these corrupted spots. They've got those shadow stones. There's lots of mobility on the map, and all the farm is just coming straight towards them.
Yeah.
All they need are just heals at this point.
So that's the important thing to notice that a lot of people, don't realize. It's like, oh yeah, we've got ourselves a lot of kills, but when you have 2 individuals for an entire named location like Salty Springs, you're gonna walk away looted and booted. I mean, you can take a look and see what Gubba's have herself. Shockwave grenades, so she's got herself the utility. It's only sitting on kind of green and gray when it comes to your assault rifle and shotgun aspect, but you still find yourself with the P90. So good things are bound to happen for them.
Yeah, again though, they desperately need heals. They have like less than 100 HP amongst them. There we go. Some bandages are going to top them off
Teamwork.
right now. Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work. And
so that does put them at a 45-point lead right now above the FireDragons, or excuse me, the Fitzdragons?
Or Fitzdragons, or Minkah Dragons.
There we go.
Minkah Dragons.
Minkah Dragons, all right.
Now that is only, it's not as overcomable of an object as what you might think. I mean, it is 45 points, that is 3 kills, but there it is. Are they going to take it? The quad crasher?
I liked how it was just on display on the back of the
It
card.
is.
It's just like, yeah, take it. There's 2 of them.
But I think that kind of like adds to the aesthetic of it, of like every named location. It's like there's a shipment of quad crashers that are coming into the town. It's like, here you go, everybody.
Now, the objective is to run into someone with a shopping cart, though. Unfortunately, it's not the quad. So they're not gonna. They're just gonna go ahead and forego it. There should be some shopping cart spawns around them, but looks like instead they're just gonna make their rotations going over to Dusty. Let's actually hear what they have to say.
Nope, there's some dualies. I found bandages. I'm gonna pick these up.
Alright. You like the double barrel better or the pump?
I like the pump. Okay, there's some minis down here. I'm dropping you one right now. Mini is downstairs. For you to top off your shield. Do you have an extra inventory space by chance?
I got I think I got 2 bandages.
Okay, I could carry the bandages, and then here's a shockwave in case we need to like get out of a situation really quickly. You can put that down, like put it down and then run over it, and then we can get out really quickly.
What is that? Just send you flying?
Huh?
Just send you flying?
Yeah, they send you flying. So you'll run like this, put it down, and then run in front of it, and
Gotcha.
in case we come into something sticky. Oh, there's a drop northwest 345. We might have time to go get it. Yeah, we do. It's in the circle.
All right.
Usually there's people always in Dusty, so be on the lookout.
Wait, how do you do your guns? You do SMG, shotgun, and
then my
rifle?
AR, but that's just the most comfortable for me. So whatever feels the best for you.
All right. I don't want to get snuck up on.
Yeah, exactly. Usually there's people always here. Or somebody's watching this.
Do you like to snipe?
I prefer explosives like this. Oh, here's a chug jug. Drink this chug jug.
You take the chug jug.
Okay. Oh, I have a campfire too. You want a campfire?
Yeah. We can use it over here after.
Okay. Actually, I'm almost like, I might save.
I like how well she's helping him in this instance. Here's a shockwave grenade for you. You know, we can help out. You take the chug. Don't worry about it. It's being able to be that selfless and that much of a good teammate this early definitely speaks to what we can see from them in the next 65 minutes.
Yeah, they got to stabilize, and so this is really important. They're going to go ahead and top off with that campfire now. That's going to get them up to 100 HP each. But you did see that Gubba ended her channel on that chug jug, so she's going to hold on to it. Now, it's going to be difficult later on, maybe if you get into a fight, to try and pop that mid-fight if you get a reset. But we'll see. But again, they did stabilize. Now, they are still in the lead because, well, it looked like Team 1 had to reset.
Yeah, they got themselves down early, so they ended up going down, only getting themselves 2 kills in that. They have loaded themselves back onto the game. It looks like they have found themselves a little bit off of this. We've got one in, it looks like Snobby, and we've got another one in Lonely Lodge. So
yeah,
it looks like they just decided to go out and away, maybe play for themselves and get some kills.
They might just be, going for just kind of go like 4 corners at this point, right? And try to frag out. But I don't know if Lonely Lodge.
So actually, if you take a look, and we kind of showed it, a little bit earlier. One of the options that players can vote on is land in Snobby Shores and Lonely Lodge and meet each other at Lazy Links. So maybe this is the real 200 IQ, that they're doing this to kind of test themselves as of like, all right, can we actually do this potentially later on in the run? But in the meanwhile, as this is happening down, it looks like FireDragon gets himself in a nice little tussle with, not a tussle, a tussle, rather, with one of those quad crashers, ends up picking them up a kill. So another 15 points gets netted for them.
Kerfuffle. Oh, yeah, 30 points though. They are still down right now. I think someone should clarify to them that was an optional. And it's not optional, but it was not one of the options.
It's practice rounds. It's not until the last 15 minutes, because realistically, you only have 15 minutes to do it. So if you perfect the strategy by then, maybe it could work out and you get yourself a guaranteed points.
We'll see. But yeah, they just realized they got the wrong one.
Yep. It's all right.
But it's okay. They can still frag out, right? And they can, of course, converge upon Lazy Links, but Lazy Links is not in the circle.
Yeah. What this
so the actual objective is
run into someone with a shopping cart. And what this can do as well is in some of these instances, you know, you look at a lot of the pro Fortnite streamers that kind of do the 4 corners, they're always going for frags. The reason they do it is to try to get themselves kill steals. In this instance, when you're playing for yourself, there are times where you actually, as a duo, can get later on in the game because you're playing for yourself and you can just kind of run away from a lot of these fights. Yeah. This could be an opportunity now with 46 players left alive that it could give them an added advantage, potentially hit themselves that top 5.
Yeah, what's the duo's record right now? Like around 44?
44, something like that.
44.
Yeah, 44,
so
45.
Imagine if you got 44 eliminations here. That's a whole lot of points. I don't think they're going to be able to do 44 eliminations, but still.
Yeah, in the meanwhile,
the possibility.
It is. So let's go ahead and actually check in with them and see how they're feeling about this and seeing how their communication is going as they have started themselves off in this game.
You gotta explain the rules better.
I'm calling a ref. I need a. Where's the yellow flag?
Yeah.
Don't get shot in the back. Alright, sweet. I found a rift. Okay. I mean, there's only 45 people left already, too. If we get top 5, that's big points for us.
So it's top 5. That's when we start getting.
Yep. So like 5th place team, you get a certain amount, and then 4th place you get a little bit more, 3rd a little more, 2nd, 1st.
Shoot, so we can just hide.
This would have been perfect too, cause like I can already get to Lazy Links. No. Blue pump. I'm coming. I had to make sure I did my studying today, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, football's a sport you get touchdowns, right? I'm super close to, which is good. Circle's coming very soon, so we should probably get going. Have you tried like those ghost things before, where you turn into like a ghost?
Yeah, I was about to pick one up right here.
Yeah. Gonna do the same thing. To the circle. I'm going the wrong way. To the circle. Okay. "36 people left. We're doing good."
All right. Well, now that they've realized that this isn't the place for them to be at, now they find themselves a little bit back together. And, this ends up actually being a risk. We talk a lot about how, maybe playing like this kind of safer strategy is great, but because only top 5 awards of points, it could be risky if they lose this because that's a lot of lost time.
And top 5 isn't a lot of points. It's 25 points.
That's 2 kills. That's 2 kills.
Well, a kill 1.66, 6
all
repeating.
All right.
Kill.
Come on. I know my math isn't that good, but all right. But still, yeah, it's something that you kind of have to take in consideration. We're finding ourselves now 60 minutes left, and as a result, that's also only 15 minutes remaining before that last objective. And if you think about the objectives that we've had over the last 2 weeks, as well as what's to come the rest of today, hitting someone with a shopping cart isn't that difficult of an objective.
Yeah, you just got to find a shopping cart, though, which is probably the hardest part about it. But if we look at the other side, while we were watching Minka and FireDragon there, Will Fuller and GubbaTV, of course, the 200 IQ team, have been racking up the points. They're already sitting on, last I checked, 120.
And look, they're in a top 11 situation right now, which actually could potentially, theoretically, put them in a potential top 5. And isn't the case?
6 at the least. But now they are top 5.
Now it's a top. Yeah, now it's a potential top 5. This could not be the case simply because there is the aspect of solos in the mix. But they still find themselves in a top 5 or a top 10 situation. They got themselves netted another kill. Now they're sitting in 135, and I like this. It's slow, it's steady. You're not getting yourselves a ton of kills. You're not like Nick last time where he's getting like 12 kills.
Yeah.
It's the slow and steady race. Turtle yourselves up, get yourself nice, healed up. They're looking very great on loot right now, and this could be a great opportunity for them to net them some great points.
Yeah, look at Gubba's loadout. She's got the Scar, she's got the pump shotgun, the compact SMG along with
and one clinger.
Yeah, hey, those explodes, they can really come in handy, especially when you get to a build battle here. Now they've even got, if they want to go for a drop here, but as they spot out one, let's listen in on them try to close this out.
Was that you who opened the door?
Yeah, that was me. Keep the pressure on one tower. He one shot. The girl in front of me is one shot.
Okay. Dang it.
Ooh, we came in 4th. Do we get points for that? All right, we should be all right.
I think we do.
That's my fault.
No, you're good. You're good.
We can just go right back to another one.
Oh yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
That's cool. It's just a little warm. That was my first game in a long time.
Oh, we have 185 and they have 45. We freaking lit it up.
Let's go. Let's keep it up.
Okay, we can go.
And it looks like we just saw ourselves with Team 2 secure themselves a top 5 finish.
Excuse me. 200 IQ team, by the way.
200 IQ team. I apologize. They now have themselves 185 points. Guys, how's it feel to already get yourselves off to such a strong lead?
It feels awesome. Yeah.
Fast.
And you guys got yourself some kills as well?
We could have finished a little stronger, but we'll figure it out.
I mean, we heard you there. We'll say that it was your first game in a long time. Have you already shaken off the rust?
Yeah, I shook off a little rust. I could have got that shotgun kill. I think I could have saved us, but hey, that's what warming up is for.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Well, there you go.
It's the best warm up ever.
Yeah.
So now, looking at what you guys kind of had in that first game, in that first setup, any thoughts on how you guys are going to kind of shift your strategy around? You do still, mind you, have about 10 minutes left remaining for that first objective that was voted on, where you guys get 100 points if you hit someone with a shopping cart.
Yeah, we might. If we can. Do you want to? I don't know. You want to try to do that this round? I guess we can try to get some quick points right there. We can drop somewhere where there's a shopping cart
Retail.
and try to get
Yeah.
someone before they get a gun or something.
Before they get a gun.
Yeah.
Man, that sounds like a game plan.
Yeah, let's try,
All right,
let's
looks
try
like
to
you
do
guys
that.
are loaded in, so we're gonna leave you guys to it. Good luck in this next game, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The level of excitement when she realized how much of a point lead there was. It was like, we did it! I mean, it's a great feeling because you're going in blind on a lot of this. This isn't kind of a closed lobby where you get to look and track points at all times. You kind of just have to focus, play your match, and then when you get out of those games, take a little sit rep and see where things are. So now they've got themselves in a good spot. You see some confidence coming out of Will as well, shaking off the rust and seeing what they can do next.
And now, if we take a look at the left-hand side of the screen, FireDragon is down. So it's all up to Minkah Fitzpatrick. 14 remaining. So he needs to outlast at least 4 more people.
He did say, yo, we could just hide in the listening we had early. So maybe this is the time to play the ultimate no-skin tactic, which is just wait it out, hide. And I feel like at this point, there isn't anything too wrong with that strategy because you've survived this long. Now is the time to ensure that you get yourself a top 5.
Yeah, but you have to remember, right, if you want that top 5 at this point, he needs to outlast about 4 more opponents.
Where's the bush?
Yeah.
Where's the bush? We need the bush stat. We need a Fitzpatrick bush.
This is looking a little scary here. He spots someone. He heard them on, of course, the new quad crusher there. Now, if he wants to make a run for it, he can go for, of course, that rift to get himself out of trouble. He doesn't have too many mats. I mean, take a look. He's got, it looks like 200, 220. That's 22 walls total.
22 walls, that's it. That's not a lot of effort to it. Now, luckily, he does have himself a couple shields. He probably should pop that one heavy shield he's sitting on 2, get himself up to 100, but it's the patient game. Although, if there is anyone that is playing today that could have the highest amount of patience, it would be Fitzpatrick himself. He is a safety for the Miami Dolphins, one of the most patient positions that you have to have in the entirety of the NFL, considering that you have to sit back, you have to wait, you have to read, seeing what the offense is going to do. So he does have that patience factor in him. So sitting and being a pseudo bush is perfectly fine with him. In the meanwhile, you take a look at Fuller and GubbaTV. They've netted themselves another 15 points, now putting them at 200.
That's 200 points on the board. Gubba currently under the spell of that boogie bomb. But someone chasing right after her. Now they're going to 2v1 up against this opponent. That should be another 15 points on the board for them. They're just racking it up, and that's what we were talking about, right? The trade-off. When you want to try and play for the placements, that means, of course, your opponent can just go for the kills.
And hey, look at that. Excitement. She flips the little pinwheel on the top of her hat, and things are going to be going good in their favor. Let's actually listen in and see what they're talking about as they got themselves this first clean wipe.
Yeah, you got it.
Here, you can take the slurp and top off your shield.
You want, since you're going to carry, so you take it.
No way, you carry in. I have a mini and I'm already 75% 75 shield. Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye out for this other dude.
Oh, there's another one?
Yeah, the one that landed
on
in
the
the
other
store. The first dude that you got, did he just knock out or did he completely die? Die right away.
The first guy, he died right away, but there's a
Okay.
guy underneath. There's a guy underneath the stairs hiding, so I guess his teammate was the one by the stores.
Oh yeah, must have been. We could go hunt the dude by at the stores down. Do you want to go hunt him down?
Yeah. I could try to drive the golf cart into him. You kill him.
Oh yeah. Let's see. There should be.
He's right there.
Oh, I see him right.
across. You good? Here, come here.
I took his shield off.
2 of them. Come back here. Come back here. It's 2 of
Oh,
them.
coming back.
Let's just get out of here. I don't want to fight them.
Okay,
Just
I
take
took his
shield.
yeah. I took his shield off.
There's 2 of them.
I'm retreating. They're probably gonna chase us.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get a snipe on this guy. If he peeks his head. Do you have a sniper too?
No snipe. I'm just gonna get some mats.
Let's go to our Saudi.
Okay.
Get out of here. He had a pretty good shot.
Yeah. Took 100 shield. I'm gonna check this house really quickly.
Took 100 shield off him.
So 215 points now for Fuller and Gubba, and it looks like they saw more people, but they're going to be disengaged. And again, right now, we're seeing on the opposite side, though, Fitzpatrick,
He's still hiding.
still hiding.
He's still hiding. The patience game is still in his grasp. He's got the no skin. He's probably hanging out, chilling with a book, you know, just relaxing, enjoying his time in Paradise Palms, one of the newest locations that you have added yourself to the map of Fortnite.
There's 7 other players in this server right now.
You're almost pretty much guaranteed top
Almost
5.
guaranteed top 5, but the closer he gets him there, the more his patience will reward him. Now remember, if you get top 5, that's 25 points for yourself. So you need to survive. I would say at this point until top 2. He needs to make top 2 to make up 100 points and put them within reach of Fuller and Gubba.
And what I like about this as well is that there is a chance if he look at that, look, they're laughing. The thing is, like, if they can find a way to get it out and he gets lucky enough for a 1v1, if they win this, that adds 150 points. They go up to 195, and all of the last 12 minutes have been worth it.
Yeah. That's more than within arm's reach at that point. They can come back, load into another server, and start out fragging in the first 5 minutes there and catch up easily.
He might have to move, though.
Yeah, it looks really close.
It looks like he's just outside the circle. I feel like you run a quick edit there, get yourself the 3-buy so that way you don't have to worry about the door opening.
Here comes the storm.
Oh,
hit it one more time.
Hit it one more time.
Oh, he did it. Good. Calculated.
All right, that's all it is. He's a safety. He knows all about those calculations.
But now it's the moving circle, so this is going to make it a bit more difficult. And we know that there's someone near him.
Now, for those of us that are a little bit newer to Fortnite, maybe they don't play as often, talk to us a little bit about this moving circle and kind of what this entails in difference to the other circles that we're used to seeing in Fortnite.
So as you do see, there is a path. It shows you where the next circle is going to be. It is going to slowly move out and open up some of the territory that used to be in the storm. And so now you have to keep track of that. These circles come much quicker too. And so they're going to be spawning, or they're going to be moving every minute or so.
And it actually fills a very specific purpose to discourage kind of what he's doing right now, which is the kind of the camp tactic. It forces you to move. It forces you to kind of reassess your position. And like what we were talking about when we checked back with him, or we checked back with him about a couple minutes ago, is he doesn't have a lot of materials. He's now sitting on 200 mats total.
I don't think he's built it all.
He built 2. No, he built 2 walls.
Okay.
He's built 2 walls. So he's got 200 mats total. No, he was at 120. He was at 121.
He's at 220 right now. Or no, okay,
no,
he's at 200. 200. Okay, you're right. You're right.
So
quick maths.
Now it's going to be the difficult situation of
storm's moving.
Storm's moving. How are we going to do this?
Does he know about the new storm moving mechanic?
Oh no, he definitely knows. Well,
he sees it. He
does have FireDragon as well.
Yeah.
At his advantage, kind of in his ear, he's spectating. We're
only
on the we're on the Fitzpatrick kind of mode right there. Go get the storm! It's gonna hurt.
Spot one out. Tags him twice.
Oh, he got the kill.
But he needs to run. 2 HP. No.
So close. It was the 2 HP left, but he's
top 5.
They get 5th place. It was 5th place.
5th place.
So the 5th place, so they get 25 points plus the 15 of that
40.
kill. That's 40. That now brings them up to 85 points.
Yeah.
I think
Still quite the deficit.
They're about 120 points down right now. So there's still a lot of ground to make up. But again, we talked about how important the elimination points are. And at the start of a round, you can easily find yourself getting 4, 5, 6 eliminations. Let's go ahead and catch up with the guys.
All right, well, we're catching up with Team 1 of the Minkah Dragons. Guys, how's it going? You were so close, Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. Man, I was trying to hide out as long as I could, and I guess somebody found me.
Hey, but you still, guys, you were able to get top 5. You were able to get yourself an extra kill, so that's 40 extra points. So now you guys are at 85 points, but unfortunately, gotta let you know, your opponents are sitting at 215 points.
Yeah.
So they've been racking them up some kills.
It feels good to be on the back of Minka right now. I'll tell you that.
I'm just getting lucky. That's all that is.
Well, now you guys have an opportunity to continue to move things. You still have about 5 minutes left with the first objective, which is run into somebody with a shopping cart. Any thoughts or ideas on how your guys' strategy is going to shift over the course of the next 45 minutes?
So I'm thinking we land together, we get some loot, and we play for the win. Now I'm thinking in the next 5 minutes, if we could drop somewhere and get lucky with a shopping cart, we're going right for somebody's body.
Second objective.
Yeah, I mean that's 100 points right there, right?
Yeah,
so that's not bad at all.
Right there.
Yeah.
I saw there was a little bit of a confusion though in that last game.
Hey, your guys' effort for the Snobby Shores Lonely Lodge to late.
If it was the objective, we would have had that 100 easy.
The thought was there, A+ for effort, F- on option recognition.
Lucky.
All right, we're gonna let you guys get back into this next game. Good luck.
Thank you.
At least they're positive, right?
Yeah.
They've got themselves some positive encouragement. We're going to go for the win, and it is a viable strategy. But again, and this is kind of what we talked about, it's a risk you make because the amount of time that takes for those games to have. An average Fortnite game takes, what, about 22, 25 minutes, something along that?
Somewhere between 17 to 22.
Yeah, something like that. You get yourself in these situations where if you don't finish that top 5, you're going to be struggling.
Exactly. And you saw it was so close, but he did find the one solo that was stopping him from being the top 5. And so he got that, at least for his team did Fitzpatrick. But again, it was that trade-off. 10 minutes of waiting for 40 points, or maybe do you just go for a hot drop and pick up 5 eliminations, and there you go. You've more than made up a deficit.
Look, man, we've played together a lot. I think you and I both can agree that the aggressive way is the best is the way to play. It's the Jamerson style of, all right, look, I'm going to go in. I will grapple to their building. If I die, it's on me. But if not, we're going to get ourselves a win.
Give me 2 grapplers, please. I need 1 to get in and then 1 to get out.
Dual-fisted grapplers.
Yeah. Now, it looks like, Gubba and Will Fuller, the 200 IQ team, are still hanging around here at retail. I thought they were going to book it. They were talking about rotating over to Salty, but looks like they've changed up their mind.
So they actually died. And this is now a new game that they find themselves in. They dropped retail again. Now, there is 10 seconds left remaining, so the chances of them actually getting what they were looking for in a new, in getting that first objective, that's going to end up being done because right about now is when that objective is closing, which also means that our voting for the second round of objectives is over as well. We're going to get ourselves a winner for you guys just shortly to find out what that second objective might be.
Yeah, we got to tabulate all the results. There's a lot of math involved, guys. It's a lot of counting.
And as you know, we are definitely not the ones doing the math because both of us have not succeeded in math at all. As it now looks like Fuller's going to be able to get him an opportunity. He's going to line up. Oh, the headshot to the dome.
Still.
The Skull Trooper goes down, so that's going to be down. They need to make sure they either clean wipe or they get the finished elimination because if not, they're not actually going to be able to net themselves those points.
And his teammate doesn't even know where Fuller actually took that shot off from him. So he's just jumping around, gets a nice tag, no shield, 33 HP. He's got to be at least 60. And so Fuller's going for the chase. He is hungry for this elimination.
He wants the blood. He looks like he's really confident. I mean, we saw the confidence coming out from them a little bit earlier. The elimination of the Skull Trooper came down as Gubba was able to finish, so that will give them the 15 points kill. He gets the white damage off. That's going to be about 0.5% HP. He's trying to get it there. He does. The 60 damage headshot from the AR, and that's going to do it, as now they not only get themselves another team wipe, but another 30 points to their roster.
Ooh, they are continuing to grow this lead now. Quick update, it is going to be bushwhacking. That is what you guys at home voted for. That means both players have to equip bushes simultaneously. So they have to find 2 bushes before they can even do this.
Bush bros, the Bush brother and sister. It's just going to be going around. It's when my team used to play, we always talked about how players, you know, they try to be too alpha. They try to be too aggressive. Sometimes you just have to be a beta and you got to put on a bush.
Yeah, there's also the kind of like a dunce bush. I don't know if you ever played that, but whoever made the dumbest game in the last game beforehand had to wear a bush the entire time.
I'm
Have you ever done
totally
that?
going to play with that next time you and I
Alright.
play together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the bush of shame.
It is.
Yeah.
Darn it, we're too
Now,
late.
they are continuing to put points on the board. They can put another 100 if they can find 2 bushes.
We're so close.
So we'll see. But that means that they have to, like, you know, go for these chest spawns. That's one of the easier ways to try and find a bush at this point.
But you do still have to give credit to them. Every time they've dropped somewhere, that's been at least a, what I like to call, at least lukewarm of a drop. So there's been at least 1 or 2 different duos there. They've netted themselves some kills. They've only, if I believe correctly, only 1 time not come out of a named location alive.
Yeah, they placed 5th once also. So most of these points beyond 25 at this point is basically just all eliminations.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and take a listen in on them and see how their communication is going as they find out this next objective and what their strategy is going to be.
Both players equip bushes simultaneously. Man, I feel like bushes are so common.
We're up 245 to 85.
Okay.
Hey, luckily we didn't get that shopping cart fast enough.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay though.
Oh, somebody's shooting at me.
Okay. Okay. Coming.
Oh.
Where are they at? Are they on you?
They right on me. Hey, pretty good. blocked me in. He got a grappling gun. If you can edit me down there, I can probably fall through. Or you can just try to kill him. Is it just one of them or two of them?
It looks like just one. I'm gonna drop down.
I think I hear another guy.
Oh, he's on you.
He killed me. Is this one of them?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get him. Got him.
Good shot, good shot, good shot. You can just like try to, you know, finesse and try to
I'm gonna try and get top 5.
yeah. Just finesse.
That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I need to find heals. Woo! Yikes! I'm gonna run. I'm totally running from that.
Smart. I hear somebody coming with a ATV.
Oh crap.
There you go. There's that 200 IQ team that we were talking about. Them calling themselves for good reason. The shockwave grenade to get out, and then was able to get herself a nice little kill. That heavy shotgun, but oh no! The quad crasher ends up picking up the kill. It is. You hate to see it. They finished 13th. They're not going to get themselves extra points, but they still get an extra 15 off that final kill.
Yeah, that's another elimination. That's continuing to grow their lead. Yeah, you heard the quad crusher coming in, and it does do damage to you. It was unfortunate because she was right in the path. The person had no clue where she was. I mean, they knew the general direction, and they just, you know, went up over the hill, and there she was at the bottom of it.
Let's take a look and see what Fitzpatrick and FireDragon are up to. We can take a look now and see that they have gone into the Shadow Wraith form.
They're spooky.
Very spooky indeed. We find ourselves
I'm a ghost.
very close to October. What are you going to be for Halloween?
We got to figure this out,
We
right?
do have to figure it out. We actually we have one of these delightful Tuesday night featuring Fortnites the day before Halloween. So
hey, the month before Halloween.
If you have any
all Halloween,
suggestions
okay?
in chat, please, we are more than welcome to be open to them.
We're receptive, yeah.
Yeah, very receptive indeed. But remember, the current objective is bushwhacking. Both players equipped bushes simultaneously. And I think that if you think about these two teams specifically, this team is the team that this is more equipped to, considering that they're playing this more kind of cautious, careful strategy.
Oh, they might be cautious, but Fitz finds himself in the storm. It's okay. It's first storm. It's one tick at this point. He could swap out. He could swap out that bandage for the med kit, but instead he's gonna just stick around here, get some farm. They might be able to find, you know, the bushes through this. So hopefully, you know, that's kind of what they need at this point, to really try and catch up. Right now, they're 175 points behind.
Yeah, when you think about this current objective and the bushwhacking strategy, it is very important that you find yourself dropping at an area that is going to have a lot of chests. It's very rare that you actually find one of these bushes kind of just like sitting out in the open. It's a lot more of the sense of you find yourself in these chests, but in the meanwhile now, we take a look at FireDragon and we see himself in an interesting position. Oh, he gets himself caught in between different builds. He fell as well, so he's now sitting at 17 HP. He does have himself a med kit, but he's going to have to make sure he steams safely, as it looks like there's going to be a SMG to come through. He's going to edit himself in time the building. It looks like the trap's going to finish there. He's going to stunt. He's going to flash. But
just hide for the win.
oh, no. Oh, wow. He's just outside of range of that trap.
Yeah. And so right now, it looks like there might even be a third party coming in. So we're seeing that somehow
that's the patience.
FireDragon survives. You just have to be careful of the trap. Oh. This is tense. He spots him. He doesn't want to take a shot, but now he does have to. He's going to take the fight, but he's backed up into a corner. He's going to thirst. FireDragon, oh no. Go avenge your team, Fitz.
Fitzpatrick playing for himself. This is not the team play that your defensive coordinator wanted.
Kill.
But he still picks himself up
Yeah.
the kill. They get themselves an extra 15 points. Now they find themselves to 115. Not as far as what you might imagine away from the 260 of Fuller and Gubba.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and heal up now. But again, it's that trade-off. Do you spend another 10 minutes here trying to survive until top 5?
I feel like the best strategy, you just back out at this point.
Reset.
I think you back out, you reset, because...
Well, yeah,
gonna go, like,
FireDragon's
balls to the wall,
down. That means they can't complete the objective together.
Yep.
Right now,
We're
the
gonna
clock
get
is
some
against
kills,
them.
we're gonna
They
get
need
bushes
that
at the
objective.
same
That's
time.
100 points,
We're
Bill.
gonna
It
get
is. You
that
got to have
going.
these next level plays. And,
Minka is
you've only got
carrying
yourselves
hard.
about
Oh my.
36 minutes, 45 seconds left remaining. He's going to get himself speeded up just a little bit.
FireDragon not doing good today.
Go back into the shadow form and try to see if he can get himself a top 5 situation. Now let's go ahead and look and see where we find our team 2. They find themselves at Salty Springs. It looks like they reset the match. Or no, they did. You're right, because the quad crasher died. So they find themselves now at Salty Springs again at a medium temperature spot.
It's not like the hottest of drops right now,
Lukewarm.
right?
Lukewarm.
Yeah. Anywhere, honestly, anywhere on this map is actually
Do
a
you wanna
decent
rift
drop at
back
this
on
point.
here?
It just depends on like how much materials,
It
how
is.
much.
This isn't beginning of Tilted Towers
yeah.
era where 65 of the 100.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Half the server would drop tilted. Right now, you can drop honestly anywhere because mobility is the name of the game in Fortnite. Ooh!
Whoa.
Looks
I
like
hit
Gubba
headshot.
got
Nice,
hit
nice.
once again.
You can
What?
thirst him.
There we go. Will Fuller is there to back her up. Gets the double
nice.
elimination. That's another 30 points on the board for
That's a
them.
team player right there.
Sorry, my bad. I got hit.
No, you good.
Yeah, Fuller. He said he was a little bit rusty. Doesn't look
I
it
got
one
that
bit.
headshot on one
Yeah,
of them,
it is.
though.
So now they find themselves still 68 players left.
Okay.
Now that they've got themselves revived, let's
Nice.
actually listen in and see what they feel like their next strategies will be. Because remember,
Oh, here's
they
a-
still
here's
have
a
themselves
potion.
about 20
I'm gonna
minutes
go up
left
here and
remaining to where they can do this bushwhacking strat.
I'm gonna go.
Wait.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
He on top of the brick house.
Okay.
Let's just run. Let's just run.
Yeah, he's peeking hard.
Want his rip to go somewhere? He coming.
He's coming. Is it just one?
I'm out to this rift. I don't know.
Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, there's 2 of them. Yeah, let's get away from that. What about those houses to your right? Right here? They're not. They haven't been touched. They might be following us. I hope not. Yeah, these haven't been looted, so.
You know, man, sometimes you just press the wrong button and you just have to look back and to the camera.
I've done it.
It
I've done
is.
it.
Yeah, I
I've
could
done
forget,
it. She's lost
you
all
want
composure.
my-
She's
It
lost
is.
her hat.
It is. The serious mode is on. She
Yeah.
took off. She took
Is
off
that you?
the pinwheel hat. She is
the
now
ghost?
missing a
You
rift,
ghosted?
a rift to go.
Someone's ghosting on us.
But they're both creating their own memes. You kind of said it to me while we were doing the listening. Is every time that they get themselves in a good spot and then somebody else fires, Will's like, "We need to get out of here."
Yeah. I love it's Will. It's like, yeah, we need to run. You know, I guess, you know, as a wide receiver, that's just kind of his natural instinct, right? You just need to run for the ball. But it's been Gubba who's been taking a lot of these fights. But it's Gubba who drops now. Again, though, Will, he has been fragging, yeah, but it's the.
It's okay.
It's gonna be that team take him out. But
It
they got
is.
points on the board. And
They
again,
get-
they're gonna
They
reset.
got points.
snipers,
But
like,
and again,
right?
this is what is allowing them to
Alright, let's
have
go.
this 290 to
Yeah.
100, this 190 point lead.
Ready to
Is
go again?
they're not going out for these 10, 12 kill games. They're getting a couple
Alright,
kills.
let's see.
They're
They're
doing
at
that.
100
They're
points,
having to
we're at
reset
290.
about every 5 to 7 minutes. But every 5 to 7 minutes, they're still getting points.
Yep, again, right now. On the opposite side, FireDragon and Minkah Fitzpatrick, the way they catch up is getting a victory royale or completing the objective and hoping that Gubba and Will don't complete the objective or get a victory royale themselves. That's the only way they're going to be able to catch up right now. We're about halfway through this match already. Time is running out for team number 1.
Yeah, I'd like to see if we can actually, while they're loading in, have a quick little check-in conversation with them and see. It's been a little while since we've talked to them, and I'm interested to see this kind of strategy that both of them are having, because while they are still getting kills, we're starting to see now a shift in the aggressive play of Gubba versus the kind of passive play of
Yeah, I
Will.
think
So
Willingwood's a
we'll have to
great
check
kill.
up and see exactly what they're thinking at this point in time. So now we actually get that opportunity to check in with them. Gubba, Will, we're back with you guys now. Will, you know, I got to ask you, every time that it seems like somebody's firing at you, your first option seems to run. Is that going to be a common trend for the rest of the day?
No, not at all. Only when it's not looking good. For
Only
us.
when we have no health.
Yeah, but we on attack mode unless we don't have any health. and it's too many people.
All right, well, you guys are still safely in the lead. You guys are about 260-ish points there,
Yep.
Up about 150. Now, are you guys planning to change your playstyle at all, or are you guys still going to be dropping the salty and the retail drops here?
We're going for the bush right now.
Oh,
Bush
okay.
challenge,
All right.
So we can secure this win. I think we get that, we'll be good. We'll be fine.
The bush strat it is. And Gubba, how's I've seen, we just got to witness how
people
your
here
delightful
with
and
us.
200 IQ your Porter Rift skills are. How was the practice for that strategy?
Oh man, I thought my pick out, and it was just all downhill from there. All right. It was just not a 200 IQ.
Well, hey, sometimes you have them, sometimes you don't, but it still seems like you guys
exactly.
are in the lead. We will let you guys get right back to it. It seems like you guys have got yourselves some drops. So good luck on the bushwhacking strat, and we'll see you guys at the end of the broadcast.
Thank you. Thank you.
You win some, you lose some, James.
You just got to roll with the punches, right? you just take it. It happened. Whatever. You recover. And when you're in these high-pressure situations, you need to be able to keep that composure and just recover. And so now they are going to drop somewhere a little bit slower. But the thing is, there are so many chests here at Welling Woods because of the new additions of all those cabins.
It is. You think as well, not only do you have yourselves the extra bushes, but if there's an opportunity or the lack of such, not being able to get yourself that bush, there is a lot of farming opportunities here. There's a lot of rocks around. Clearly, there's a lot of trees, as easily denoted by what you see on your screen right now. And so it gives you an opportunity to get matted up. You get yourself some shields as well with all the mushrooms that are there.
And a quick rotation out because you have the rift.
Exactly.
Right now, they are searching for, of course, the bushes. They need two, one on each individual.
Look what I
Take
see.
a look. Oh, yeah, you pointed it out.
Oh, it looks like we're going to have Team 1. The Minkah Dragons are going to say, all right, you know what? This playing cautious, this playing passive is too much for us. We need to find a way to get ourselves back in this game. And what better way to rack yourself up some points than going to Tilted?
We go in Tilted, boys, and it looks like it's going to be an L's drop coming out from our duo. But there is another opponent there for them, as we have Minka dropping onto the roof, but all he has is 2 bandages. Not the best drop for him.
No, it's not going to be TPing your enemy is not going to end up getting yourself an elimination. So now Fitzpatrick is going to have to try to find a way to change things, and change direction for it. It does look like there is one into the hands of FireDragon. He's able to get himself a knock. It needs to be a moment now for Fitzpatrick to go secure himself a gun, as now he gets himself up a second one. That's a little bit of loot for their team.
Yeah, that's the duo that was standing in the way for them. So that does make it safe for Fitzpatrick to now drop down and start looting up. And so this is Tilted. You're never safe, as you already see. Another team is right on top of them right now. Oh, tags in midair as he gets the drop, and there we go. That's going to be a third. You need to get the confirm on it, but the teammate is there to back him up.
Yeah, this needs to be an opportunity where Fitzpatrick comes in and tries to get himself the elimination. He does end up able to get it.
No, it's a third party coming in.
It is, but still, that elimination still counts for them because he was the one that got the down. So now is an opportunity for Fitzpatrick to do what Fitzpatrick has done so well, play safe.
He's playing safe. He's got bandages, and he's got a gray pistol with only 1 clip in it, so he missed
Teammates
the ammo.
down
It's all him. It looks like he's just going to go for the reset. It's no. It's the reset. It's the reset. Yeah.
It was totally planned, guys.
Yeah.
100% planned. They walked onto the trap just so they could get the reset.
I wasn't even looking at the floor. I was
Never mind.
Okay, no, definitely not. They definitely didn't mean to step on the trap. Now,
Trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
This is a conversation that I want to have with them now, because we got to see the unfortunate Porter Rift. We got to see Will Fuller doing the unfortunate statement of saying time to run away. I actually want to see. We're now actually live with Fitzpatrick and FireDragon. So Fitzpatrick, what happened with that trap there, buddy?
Man, I wasn't looking at the floor. I was looking at the window, seeing where those people was at.
We're trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, like, oh, they're just going to reset here. They're trying to go for the eliminations. But we got to talk about that. You guys are dropping Tilted now. What's going on? What's the difference in the game plan?
Oh, okay. So we were start off passive. I was on, Fitzpatrick's back the whole time. But now we're changing the game plan. Rush. Kills, eliminations.
I mean, it sounds good. I mean, right now, Team 2, 200 IQ, they're at 290 points. You guys are at 145. So you guys have a lot of ground to make up. But again, if you guys get the challenge, which the objective this time around is to simultaneously put on a bush, that gets you 100 points. So is that in the back of your mind?
Yeah. Definitely. We were thinking if we're able to clean up some kills when we land Tilted, hopefully get lucky, you know, pick up some bushes from the chest and then pop those babies, you know?
Yeah, well, you guys still have some time left. There isn't, it isn't a giant chunk of time. We're clearly over the 50% mark, but any extra thoughts or any hidden strats you guys are going to possibly pull out to get yourselves caught up from that deficit?
Yo, Minka, you got any strats?
I don't got nothing, man. I don't got nothing.
That's a negative.
Well, I like the plan of just fragging out.
They
so
didn't write this
good
one
luck
on the.
next.
They didn't write this one on the practice playbook on Monday's practice, unfortunately. So, all right, guys. Well, hey, you don't have that much time left, so we'll let you guys get right back to it. Good luck on your tilted drops, and we'll see you guys a little bit later.
Thank you. See you later.
No, tilted drop. That's smart.
That's honestly the way to go. Like,
Yeah.
There is no hidden strat. You just, and you said it earlier, and we've kind of been alluding to it. It just comes down to kills. It just comes down to saying, hey, you know what? We need to get these eliminations. We need to get these points.
Yeah, high octane gameplay. If we go back to the other team, though, 200 IQ team, Will Fuller and GubbaTV, they both got an elimination to their name. So during that time, they're continuing to grow this lead. 320 points, that was their total.
Yeah, and now you actually see yourselves in a little bit of a parkour battle as we've got all four players going around. Oh, a little bit of damage. That's going to be 85. Let's try to see if we can get something with the dualies. It wasn't her that ended up getting it. Fuller ended up helping her out, but all the while, that still secures them an extra 15 points, now pulling them to 335, almost 200 over their opponent.
Honestly, if it wasn't Fuller, though, she would have had it. You saw the crosshair.
She had
with the
lineup.
dualies right there, that would have been a double dink. That person was gone. So yeah, another 15 points added on, making the rotation. Remember, they started off, I believe it was Wailing, and now they're over here by Risky Reels. They're still within the circle, so they're in a safe spot. They're going to be able to basically find more shields, try to get back into a end game scenario for themselves.
Yeah, so this is a situation where you're actually seeing some expert play by them. When you take a look at when you drop in that specific Wailing Woods area, they weren't able to get the bush shot, so now they rotated to the competitive mindset of we need to rotate where our enemy is going to be. This is going to help them then not only secure themselves a better advantage, but just like what you saw, this is why you try to go for these more hard rotates to other name locations to catch somebody off guard and get some extra kills.
Yeah, and especially if you're coming from Wailing. Take a look. Right now, we have Fuller. He's sitting on max wood. They could have, of course, more brick and more metal, but that's the benefit you find yourself coming out of Wailing with. You're going to have max wood. If you don't walk out of Wailing with max wood, you did something wrong.
Yeah, there's definitely enough trees for you to cut down, as now they found themselves coming over to Tomato Temple, another one of the newer named locations. And again, this is a situation where when you think about the competitive standpoint of Fortnite, if you're not shooting, if you're not fighting, you're farming.
You need to continue to farm. I mean, farming's optional in this game, but it's just like real life, right? There are a lot of things that are optional, like eating.
We have a lot of people watching. You're not supposed to say that because I don't want to keep getting put up with people that aren't farming. Everybody has to farm.
Everybody should farm, but you know, just make sure it's your teammates and everyone else. You guys don't need to farm, guys. Don't build up against me, please. I don't want to take the skyscraper fights into the air. No, that's why I take the double grappler. I don't ever want to build. I just want to jump on people.
All right, looks like we see somebody. They're trying to see if they can get this to lurk. They're on top of Tomato Temple. Look at the serious face now of Gubba as well. She's all about this one. The 19 damage headshot, our favorites. She's going to get herself a little bit more. She's going to be able to try to see. She needs to try to get a build. It's going to be the P90 to try to get herself some extra damage. She's only got 19 health left, but it's going to be her teammate, Will Fuller, that picks themselves up another kill. 15th more for their team.
Whew, they're going to be able to stabilize off this too. So they have, of course, the mini shields along with the full shield and the campfire. So even though Gubba just basically tanked all the damage for the team there, they're going to be able to just restabilize, even get some more materials out of this.
It is. So now what is she going to do? She's going to swap herself down. She's going to take out the floor because it's heal, heal, heal for her and her team. They've got themselves a couple extra shields, so she's going to pull herself to 75. You take a look at the campfire. It does heal up to maximum 50% HP, so she'll go from 19 to 69 HP and then a full 75 on that shield. So a good situation for them. 22 left, and you know, you're at Tomato Town, so you got to throw some tomatoes.
You have to. You have to. But now, instead, she's going to throw some shapes. Get a good workout in there.
It is.
Yeah.
Got to keep the limbs fresh. Do some calisthenics while you're working.
But now 350 points. They are continuing to keep this lead growing. Once they got it, they never let go.
I also just want to point out from the cosmetic standpoint, it's great to see Gubba and FireDragon have synergy with their capes. They're both with the Battle Pass capes from Season 6, so they might be going against each other, but at least they're sharing content creator activity in that cape.
No, you just want to feel like a superhero, even though that was a few seasons back in the past. Now, we're going to go ahead and still rock the cape. So we do have another tilted drop coming out from, of course, Fitzpatrick and FireDragon. So they are going for these eliminations.
It is. They're up to 190 points now. They're still 160 behind their opponent with just over 21 minutes left remaining. Now remember, that second objective that we had, bushwhacking, both players equipping a bush at the same time, expires in just over 6 minutes. So then we will have 15 minutes after that for our third objective, which, mind you, is active now for the voting. The options for you guys to vote on is land in Snobby Shores and Lonely Lodge and meet each other at Lazy Links, get a kill while sliding with ice trap shoes, or drive a quad crasher off the floating island.
Yep.
I'm gonna check this house for like hopefully a bush.
So yeah, it looks like they understand. They still have 6 minutes, and they're looking for that bush. They want to be able to complete this challenge out.
Like
But again, it's RNG. It's all just a roll of the dice here. But that's why they're going to an area that has a lot of the chests, right? Because you have a higher chance of just getting it instead of off of a floor spawn.
So now let's actually go ahead and take a look and listen in what they're having. It does look like there is 205 points now on the side of Fitzpatrick and FireDragon. So as they find themselves in a solid position in Tilted Towers, let's listen in.
All right.
There's a chest right here too. Oh man, still the one time where you actually kind of want to get a bush, you don't get it.
Yeah.
This part looks looted too. Maybe there's some in here. Bush, 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 bush. Still no luck. I think we actually won Tilted Towers, though. I hear another chest, just hoping for the best. Oh, I got a chug jug, though, if you want it. Chug jug. I think they're gonna update the scoring.
You heard it there. I mean, in between the rounds, you know, they said they're going to change things up. They're going to get a bit more aggressive. And so this is how they're trying to check off both of those markers, right? They're going to get aggressive, get eliminations, and also try to complete the objective. Unfortunately, though, through none of these chest spawns, even though they win tilted, they don't have a single bush to their name.
The bush is literally the one item in the entirety of Fortnite where when you don't want it, you get it.
Yeah.
When you want it, you don't get it.
And this is one of the few rare occasions where you actually want it. And they're struggling to find it. You know, I hot drop into Tilted. I go through like 4 or 5 chest spots.
And all you find is a bush.
All I find is a bush
and
then like a
porta
grenade launcher.
or a grenade. It's like, no, we're gonna give you a bush.
There we go. We'll see if he finds it. No!
You
He's
find
got the second chug jug.
You find 2 chug jugs, but you don't find a bush. Is this where you start blaming streamer loot?
Is this real life?
Is this real life? And you can't even carry 2 chug jugs at once.
He's got
either.
3 meds on him. He's got mini shields. He's got the med kit along with the chug jug.
Every Fortnite pro that's watching this right now is hating him so much.
Yeah, but he is going to be able to at least you know, get Fitzpatrick up to 200 if he comes back for it. They have plenty of time to pop this also. So even though they win tilted, they weren't able to complete the challenge, and so that's a more wasted time at this point. But they are getting close, so of course getting the top 1 finish. It did look like Will Fuller and GubbaTV on the opposite side, 200 IQ team, had to reset themselves, and it's another salty drop for them.
Oh, well, before we kick to them, I actually want to go ahead and highlight the newest vehicle that you find yourself having in Fortnite. For those of you that haven't had an opportunity to log in today, play right now, because look at this thing. It's the Quad Crasher. I want to hear it. I want to listen in. Let's see what they have to say.
Yeah, we saw Gubba drop to it earlier.
Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go.
Two minutes until next objective. Still no. I think we're screwed on the bushes, but that's all right. I think we're screwed on the bushes, but that's all right. Next objective, we got it. if they do the Snobby Shores one, we got that. Oh, people are here. Right on your left, like past the gas station behind the brick. Oh, people are here. They're just like right on your left, like past the gas station behind the brick wall. They're just like in front of you in a little area. Nice, Minka! Let's go! Here, to take my chug jug so you get the full health. They had really good weapons, too. That's another 30 points right there, and there's 17 people. That's another 30 points right there, and there's 17 people left. It's for the objective, Jinjo.
And that's the spark that they were looking for. You heard the encouraging talk from FireDragon himself, Garden. Let's go, Minka! That's what you needed. They picked themselves up 2 kills, an extra 30 points, an inch ever so closer to Fuller and Gubba.
They closed the gap. They closed the gap. Now it's 115 points that separate them. That's 1 elimination and 1 objective. But you heard them at the end there. They called it quits on trying to find the bush and go for the bushwhacking. That was too difficult. Chat, you guys are too cruel to our players today. So can't wait to see what you guys pull out for round number 3 of voting.
Yeah, we're pretty much coming up on the end of that 3rd round of voting. Now remember, this last phase is only 15 minutes. This is 75 minutes of competition. It's not the 90 that what you would expect. So as a result, that gives them less time to think about it. And without any of the objectives having been completed today, this could be kind of the tie or the tide turner with Team 1 with Fitzpatrick and FireDragon, an opportunity for them to come back with this last objective.
I mean, so we'll see. Crash through a building midair, or drop on opposite edges of the map and meet at tilted, or drive a quad crusher off the floating island.
And it does look like the winning vote is drop on opposite edges of the map and meet at tilted tower. So specifically for Fitzpatrick and FireDragon, they know how they're doing because they went the Snobby Shores Only Lodge route on accident earlier today. So they also have a much more passive play style. They should be going for this objective the second that this game ends.
They could do it right now. 14 minutes remaining, and they are so close to a top 5. And so this could be the complete difference, right? Fuller and Gubba, they just reset themselves. They're not going to find themselves at an end game. So I don't think they can actually get the top 1 victory royale, while Team 1, they have that chance. And it's another reset coming out from Gubba and Will Fuller. That means it's going to be that much harder for them to actually find the placement points.
Yeah, but more importantly, you take a look on Team 1 and you see where they find themselves at. It is 11 left, so 9 enemies remaining if you subtract the 2 of the current duo that you see on your screen. This is going to be a huge opportunity for them. They find themselves now on the northwestern side of Pleasant Park. This is a fairly common finish that we have seen quite often in Fortnite. There's a lot of different crevices, there's a lot of different valleys that you can hide yourself in, but that's a great opportunity for them to get themselves built up and find something. It looks like they're going to find somebody on the Quad Crasher. You're going to see some shots come out from FireDragon. The builds are going to come out. That's a lot of blue damage, but it's not going to be enough to get the kill. Luckily, there's a flank coming out on the other side of Fitzpatrick. He should be able to get something. A nice little shotgun from the heavy comes out. They're going to try to see if they can net themselves an extra kill. It's not going to be enough just yet. You can see the action coming down. Fitzpatrick finds himself low, but this could be close.
Now, here they do have one opponent cornered inside here, but it's the build stopping him from getting in. Now he's got to be careful as he gets flanked by his partner. The shotgun does enough damage, takes him down. Now it's a 2v1. That's a 1v1. So we do have, of course, Fitzpatrick having been dropped now. He's still down. He is recoverable, but another opponent enters the fray, and he's got to take this fight.
This is a third party as well. This isn't the same duo that he was fighting because it was one of the older skins. Luckily, though, he was able to pick himself up that kill. Now, as an opportunity for him, hey, my teammate's down. Do I decide to go in to heal him, or do I decide to go to fight this enemy member? This is a situation where if you can find yourself walled off enough, you do need to go for the revive. You do need to try to get yourself a heal. It does look like to be the decision. A nice little headshot, but it's not going to be enough just yet.
White
He's dead,
damage.
75 white damage. One more shot. That's going to do it. The Reaper goes down. FireDragon picks up the kill.
And just like that, now they are within contention. 85 points separate the team. And look, there are only 5 other players remaining. They have almost essentially secured themselves top 5. The more eliminations they get, the closer they get to closing this gap.
1 kill and 3rd place. They find themselves ahead of Fuller and GubbaTV. This is less than 12 minutes left remaining. There are 5 players left. This is still a guaranteed top 5, if I'm not mistaken. They have guaranteed themselves that, or no, sorry, 1 more kill. One more kill, they guarantee themselves a top 5 finish. That's only going to net them 25 points, though. The 4th and 5th with 50 and 25 is not that much. They need the 75 points, hopefully themselves 1 more kill, and if there's any chance that they can walk away with this victory, that's 150 points. That's going to put them in the lead.
They need to find heals, though, right now. So we see
Very
Fitzpatrick, he's sitting on 30 plus 50, so 80 total effective HP at this point. Even though there was plenty of minis on FireDragon, I believe Fitzpatrick popped a half shield. So they didn't do that completely to the best way.
No, but now we find ourselves in a top 5 situation. Tensions are high.
Nice.
Let's listen in and see how they're
We'll try to
strategizing.
third party this team right here on the south. Only 3 people left. It's a team in the south, and then one more, the guy that we heard in the house. So I said we just like build right here.
I don't got nothing with a scope on.
I see the other guy. Okay, so he's at the edge house, 210, and the other team is south. Watch out, they have a sniper too.
Yeah, I heard it.
So just chill here, and hopefully the circle's in our favor. Yeah, the one guy's 210. The duo team is 165. We know where they all are.
Where they at?
So you see that edge house? That's like southwest. The one like on that has like the builds on it.
Yeah.
There's one guy there. And then the teams that we were shooting at on the edge, 165. There's 2 people there, and those are the final guys. Oh, he's swooping. All right, I'm just gonna camp on this edge because they're all at that house now. They're all at that house southwest. Headshotted one for 40. Just kind of waiting for them.
I don't have nothing that's gonna reach over there.
I know, Sam. I just have a scar.
Oh, I see.
They're fighting. They're fighting.
Are they all over there?
Yeah. The last 2 people are over there. Yeah. Nice. Headshot him for 50. Just stay there because they have to come to us pretty much.
Can you see into oh, I see.
Yeah, exactly.
Got him. Nice.
Last guy's by me. We won! We got him, dude! What a shot! Minka, what a shot!
And they get themselves the victory royale. Fitzpatrick and FireDragon now put themselves up 460 points to Fuller and Gubba's 380. Gentlemen, you have 7 minutes left remaining. How are we feeling?
We're doing good.
Dude, Minka, can I fly and hug you right now, sir? What a godly shot! My heart was beating so fast. Holy
That was
crap.
great. You guys took that perfectly. One on the low ground, one on the high ground, continually putting the pressure. They were actually two individuals, guys. And so, yeah, you guys are now up in the lead. The challenge is still there. That's another 100 points you guys can get. You have to go from one edge of the map to the other. What's the game plan for the final 7 minutes here, guys?
We're gonna do this. Wait. So can we go the same thing that we did last time?
No,
with the
so it's
laser?
drop on opposite edges of the map and meet at tilted towers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And that's 100, and it's 100 points for that.
We can do that.
honestly, I'm thinking we just go for the objective right now, like straight up, like just go for the objective, get the extra 100, try to secure the victory.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
guys. Well, we're not going to keep you. We know it's down to the wire, so we'll catch up with you guys at the end of the next 5 minutes.
All right.
That's
For
what
the
they
last-
needed. That's what they needed.
For the last 67
My heart's,
minutes,
like, pumping
they
right
were
now.
trailing behind Team 2, who had what looked like an insurmountable lead. But there you go, one victory royale, and now they are in the lead. Will Fuller, Gubba, they have also just reset themselves.
So for me, if I'm Team 2 at this point in time, if I'm the 200 IQ team,
yeah.
everything that I'm doing revolves around quick kills. If you don't get them and you don't get out, reset.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and actually talk to them. We're going to pull ourselves into a quick little interview. Remember, guys, we're up to the last 5 minutes of the game. This is Will Fuller and GubbaTV. Guys, it's down to the wire. What's this last 5-minute strategy that you guys are thinking about?
Kills, I think, yeah.
Kills or definitely just go for the win. Go for a top 5 finish.
Yeah.
Team
We gotta-
1 just took
it's
the lead
pretty-
away from you
it's
guys.
pretty close.
But I
We'll
thought
see,
we're
though,
up.
It should be pretty close though, 'cause we did
the challenge.
Okay.
Oh, you guys did just get the challenge? Okay.
There
so
we
you
go.
guys got the challenge. Now that still puts it though within 50 to 75 points of each other. So the kills you
And we
guys
got a
think are
kill
going to be
left,
the
yeah.
last one?
Yeah, kills and try to get that top 5 finish.
All right, looks like you guys are loading up, so we're going to leave you to it. 5 minutes remaining. Good luck, guys. Frag out.
Thank you. Okay, where do you want to land? What are you thinking?
All right. Now, this is down to the wire. We saw a couple blowouts in our first couple weeks, but this is where your fourth quarter clutch moments come in. You think about both of the NFL players that we have, whether it be the fourth quarter, victory to win it on a touchdown, or whether it be a last-second interception or a sack coming out of the safety. This is where things are on the line, and there ain't two better players that understand how to do the clutch.
So, got a quick update. They did the wrong challenge.
Oh, no!
They did the wrong challenge. I'm not too sure which one they thought they were doing, but remember, you need to drop on opposite edges of the map and meet at tilted towers. They did bushwhacking, which ended 10 minutes ago.
Oh, no.
So hopefully we can get someone in their ears and let them know that happened and what the
Feels
absolute
bad,
score
man.
is here, because that means Team 1, Minkah Fitzpatrick and FireDragon are still in the lead.
So this is now where your strategy is 100% kills. There is not a time where if you're Fuller or Gubba, you're trying to get yourselves a win, you're trying to do anything. You need to be dropping tilted. You need to be dropping these hotspots because every 15 kills matters. 80 points is the difference.
Yeah.
Okay, I
That's
just dropped
not
it in
that
the
many
basement with
kills.
ammo.
You take a look at it, that's what?
Six to put them in
kills?
the lead.
6 kills is pretty easy to get. But again, 3.5 minutes left remaining.
They dropped Salty again. It's a very central location, so right now there's no one really there for them to fight. But it does sound like there is gunfire, so they need to get themselves in the middle of a fray right now because there's only 3 minutes remaining.
Go behind the house behind
The
us.
confidence you must feel, though, if you're Fitzpatrick and FireDragon, having been down so much. And I can't wait to talk to them once we get all 4 of them in a room after this game is over to kind of talk through the mindsets and kind of how they're feeling. Because, you think about it from the football aspect of it. I know we kind of like to relate and draw these comparisons between Fortnite and NFL, especially considering this Tuesday Night Fortnite that we have. There are plenty of times as an NFL team, as a player, where you find yourself behind for the majority of the game, and then all it takes is one good play, all it takes is one clear route, and you find yourself in the lead. That's exactly what Fitzpatrick and FireDragon have done, now holding this 80-point lead with 2.5 minutes remaining.
And they are rushing for that challenge right now. I like the approach that they actually took for this. So they took north and south, opposite sides of the map, instead of west and east. Because if you did west and east, that means one person hits tilted just before the other.
So a news flash update for everybody. We are not only the ones wrong, we are the ones wrong. It's not Fuller and Gubba. They actually did the correct challenge. So now they find themselves 20 points ahead. They did the drop on opposite sides of the map.
Okay.
We got a little bit of an update error on that. So we'll shame some people with the shame bell a little bit later. We had the challenge flag that was run up. It was overruled. And indeed, 100 points do go in favor
This one's on the
of
refs.
Will Fuller.
This one's on the refs.
It is. It is. Will Fuller and Gubba now find themselves 20 points in the lead. This is a do-or-die situation for the members of Fitzpatrick and FireDragon.
Yeah, we've got a minute 30 left, and they are still making that dash over for tilted towers right now. We saw one person going on to the quad. Here's some kills, though, that might come up for Fuller and Gubba. They find an engagement here in the middle of Salty Springs. They've got to be careful. They don't have that much ammo. There's a clip and a half left for Gubba on this AR now. Just going to go ahead and build up.
And this is a situation where now that they find themselves with only 20 points as an advantage, every kill matters. Those 15 points could be the definition of you winning or you losing. And so if I'm Gubba, if I'm Fuller in this situation, you need to go on the aggressive. You're not losing anything if you die because you're not putting yourself in a top 5 finish situation. You're putting yourself in a situation to create even more of an insurance padding. As now we take a look at Fitzpatrick, they have found themselves close to tilted towers. Is this going to be a last 45-second finish with a quad crasher?
Minka is here, but you have to remember that they have to meet up here at tilted towers. He is just signaling to everyone, hey, I'm here in the middle of tilted, using this quad crasher, using those boosters, making so much noise. But now, there we go. He's hiding.
And take a look at FireDragon. He's found himself just in the little river valley.
Got 40 seconds left.
Yep, the southeastern side, 25 seconds left remaining. This could be an opportunity. There is 25 seconds. You can get there, but like what you mentioned, they know that there's people there. They know that there are enemies. They have to find a way to be able to survive out of this, because if he goes down, that could be the last-second terrible situation for them. Eliminations, on the other hand, come out, so this is it. The objective is completed. They're in tilted towers. The victory bells are ringing. The fourth quarter buzzer has gone off, and it's Fitzpatrick and FireDragon with the victory.
Oh my goodness. They came from behind. They were down for the last 67 minutes or something like that, almost the entire game. But with one victory royale, with getting the objective completed, they take the lead and they take the victory.
This is the kind of action that you can expect to see when you put NFL players on a Fortnite broadcast. It goes down to the wire. It comes down to the clutch. The fourth quarter clutch factor is something that individuals, analysts, everybody talks about all the time when you think about the NFL. Now transitioning that, putting that into the side of Fortnite, we get to see what happens right there.
That was a great audible getting called there by the team. They were making sure that, hey, we need to secure this lead. We've only got it by maybe 30, 40 points. We got to grow it further. They go for that play. You saw Fitzpatrick. He sees the quad, he takes it, and he goes right into the middle of tilted.
Hey, I told you guys at the beginning of the broadcast, we were going to be talking about the quad crasher. Well, you know what? The quad crasher won them the game.
MVP.
MVP to the quad crasher. I don't care what anybody says. That's what I'm marking down as the MVP. We're going to get into a room and going to talk to all of them in just a second, but let's take a breath.
Yeah.
My heart's pumping.
That was the closest ending to a game that we've ever had.
I might have to borrow your oxygen mask after this.
You saw at 20 seconds, 25 seconds, FireDragon was still outside of tilted. Anyone could have maybe taken a pot shot at him and take him out, and that could have just been the end of the run right there. But they were able to finish it off.
And from the other side, and I don't really want to talk about, the losers and the loser mindset too much, but how just deflating must that feel?
It was so close.
It must feel terrible, because you do still have to give credit to Will Fuller and to Gubba. They fragged out. They got themselves some multiple higher finishes. They did a good job. They had a great strategy. The slow and steady was an option, but this was a prime example of this week's competition on how important that 100-point objectives really are.
Yeah, we saw within the first 15 minutes that the 200 IQ team, they took about a 150-point lead early on, and they never really let go of it up until that victory royale coming out for Fitzpatrick and FireDragon.
All right, well, while we go, and get them, like I said, getting them into the interview rooms and we get ourselves a chance to talk to them, let's go ahead and hear a little bit more about Fanatics, who's making all of this possible.
Sports fans are gearing up at Fanatics.com, the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear. From all the leagues, teams, and players you love. Shop now and get 20% off with promo code TRIPLE. Fanatics.com. Officially licensed everything.
You guys heard it, officially licensed everything. Head over to Fanatics.com and you can get yourselves maybe some Miami Dolphins gear because you saw the hat that FireDragon was able to pick up. Now you might be able to go get yourself a Fitzpatrick jersey and tout that victor here for Tuesday Night Fortnite.
It seems like it was the good luck charm. You got to really bring that energy.
Put that one on his shelf right next to the victory screen that he has at the end of this
snap that
match.
one. You definitely snap that one.
Oh, that's 100% snap. That's one where you get the mailing address for Fitzpatrick. You mail him that hat. You get him to sign it with the Fortnite #1 on it. You get it mailed back to it. You're hanging that one on your podium. You're keeping that one as a victory.
Yeah, there's got to be no better victory royale at that point, than winning just Tuesday Night Fortnite. You won Tuesday Night Fortnite with that victory royale.
All right.
It was perfect.
Well, let's go ahead and check in with our winners. Let's check in with everybody. Guys, that was down to the wire. We talked about it a little bit beforehand. The fourth quarter clutch, that's what's important, and it's Fitzpatrick and FireDragon that walk away with the win. How's it feel, guys?
I told Minka, I was like, fourth quarter, 2 minutes left. I didn't even look anything. We just ran across. Minka pulls up on like the quad, which got him enough time to get into tilted. I run like, I don't even know. My heart's still beating.
It came down to the wire. It was 26 seconds when we went over to your feed, and you were still outside of tilted, had to make it in. Because you guys were down by 20 points at that second.
80 points was the difference between the winning and the losing. Now, Faller, you and Gubba, you guys worked your tails off at getting frags and getting those points racked up. How are you guys feeling at the end of this one?
Tough. It was tough loss.
It was. That card challenge, though.
Yeah,
we feel like we were like within seconds on the cart challenge.
Yeah, we did the cart challenge. We were like a little 5 seconds too late, so that would have put us over the top. But props to Minka and FireDragon.
Good job.
Good game.
It was some
good game.
Thank you guys.
Some friendly competition. Now, of course, we have Tuesday night featuring Fortnite here. You guys have kind of been playing each other, Fitzpatrick and Fuller. Now, next week, you guys actually take the field and you guys play against each other with your professional teams. Fitzpatrick, since you won, I'll go ahead and give you the first words. Any thoughts or comments on the game coming up next week?
We're excited. Team's excited. Texans are a great team. They got a whole lot of talent, including Will. So, we're just worried about the Detroit this week, but then we got the Texans next week, and we're going over to their place. It's gonna be loud. It's gonna be jam packed. So we're gonna have a whole lot of fun and do what we got to do.
What about you, Fuller? How you feeling for next week?
Yeah, same thing. We got Jacksonville this week. Real big game for us. So I'm focused on Jacksonville right now. But ain't nothing better than primetime games. Thursday night. Don't get too much better than that. So looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good matchup, and we'll see.
All right, well, guys, hopefully you guys can find yourself on the press day and give yourselves a high five and shout out the Tuesday Night Fortnite on a picture on Twitter. But guys, thank you guys so much, Fitzpatrick, FireDragon. Congratulations again to your win. Will, you and Gubba, congratulations to you guys for coming and hanging out with us. We will see you guys later.
Yeah, it was awesome.
This is so fun.
Yep, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, well, there you go.
Because we wouldn't have it without that.
I know.
They're thanking us, but like you guys are all the entertainment.
They're the stars. We're just the ones that hold this thing and just play some music and dance, and that's. I'm just gonna put this down now
before we embarrass ourselves more.
All right. Well, now we find ourselves with the victor again, and I know you've been keeping track of the streaks because as of right now, the winners of Tuesday Night Fortnite so far.
Well, we have a small sample size.
One game.
Where we've had the correlation, right? One game so far. Jay Ajayi of the Philadelphia Eagles won the first week of Tuesday Night Fortnite, and the Philadelphia Eagles went on to win their matchup against their opponents in the next week. And so, it might be a tradition now here. We'll see on Tuesday, on this Thursday, if that tradition withstands the test of time or withstands the test of Tuesday Night Fortnite.
It is indeed. Well, we're going to go ahead and, that's going to do it for us. Remember, if you guys want constant updates on everything for Tuesday night featuring Fortnite, head on over to Twitter. You see it at the bottom of your screen. Find your battlefield. That's twitter.com/FYBTV for all of the updates week to week on who's participating, as well as some cool little interviews and some inside looks of the previous weeks and everybody that's in participating. We also have to give a shout out to Fanatics.com. You guys see it. We've shown you the ads all officially licensed everything. If you want to get yourself a Miami Dolphins jersey, maybe something with the Houston Texans, something to give it off, there's a place, there's an opportunity for you to do so. But that's going to do it for us on Tuesday night featuring Fortnite, presented by Fanatics. My name has been Jump. This has been Jamerson. Tune in next week, 5 p.m. Pacific, for some more action and some more Fortnite.